the exact issue. I hope you guys are doing well. We'll wait for a few more people to join. Hey Duke, you wanna go outside? Okay, give me a minute. Just gotta post something very, very quickly. I will go outside. Hey Mary Jean, how are ya? You're awesome. I want to help you. Friend me, please. I want to support you. How were you thinking of supporting me? Unless you're trying to sell me some stuff, like some other people are doing recently. We'll go outside here in a sec, Duke. Give me a quick minute. If you guys haven't had a chance to download my free ebook that I posted this morning, this is almost like a sneak peek of my new ebook that I'm actually finalizing. Would be great, and this way you guys can definitely support my channel, because the new ebook that I actually trying to finish right now, it is actually gonna go into so much details when it comes down to heart disease and break down a lot of the specifics for blood testing. So definitely download a copy of it. It's just a couple pages to give you an idea of what everything is gonna be in regards to. Hey Marek, how are you? I hope you're doing good. It's very hot in here. Um, we're trying to actually stay in a cool place as much as possible. I know Duke wants to go play in the water. I even thought I took him hiking today, and we actually played in the water for almost an hour. He still wants to go up and cool down, it looks like. Resting heart rate is 60 on the couch. If I check my blood pressure heart rate, my blood pressure heart rate goes up to 120. Is that anxiety? Yes. Yeah, or usually sometimes it's so much contraction. The question is, why are you having so much contraction? Is it something going on with your kidneys? Is it something going on with your renin, the way it's actually been released? Is it something going on with your magnesium levels? I can definitely help you with that if it's becoming more of an issue. Probably best to kind of book a time and we can actually discuss it in very detailed information and kind of get you like a proper protocol. So you have to kind of look into that a little bit more in specific and kind of see what happens. I suffer high blood pressure. Same thing with high blood pressure, guys. This is all fixable. You're not, if you are on medication, you're not synthetically deficient in these drugs. It is 100% fixable. It is 100% reversible. You just have to follow specific protocol. You can either download one of my ebooks on how to reverse blood pressure and eliminate hypertension for good. That's one option. Or you can definitely get time with me, and I can guide you through the whole process on how to actually reverse it. It's 100% reversible, 100% fixable. You just have to actually follow the guide correctly, and you should be good. But there is a specific protocol. Most of the time, it could be a lot of deficiencies happening in your body more than anything. Give me a second, guys. Trying to kind of fix the screen. I don't know why it. Every time I go outside, the screen dims so much that it's hard to see. It's crazy. So can anxiety give false reading? So the false reading, we can't really say it's a false reading, because what happened is, technically, for a good blood pressure testing, let's say, or heart rate, you're supposed to actually test it 3 times a day, morning, lunch, and dinner, and for 3 consecutive days. Then we can actually get a proper reading. Because if you just do like a random reading and you notice that, hey, this is quite high, don't stress about it, because sometimes it could be anxiety, sometimes it could be, it's a minor sign. Hey Anna, I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking. Been feeling so much better since being on the program. Perfect. I'm glad that everything is working out for you, Joyful. Thanks so much for letting me know and sharing with everyone. Hey bro, loved you in The Walking Dead. That was back in the days. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Duke wants to go outside. He wants to go play in the water. Let me just put the leash on him, because I don't want him to go up in the ground land. So give me a quick minute, please. Here, come here, Duke. Come. Duke. Hold on, don't knock my phone out. Wait, I'll have to tie you down with it. Wait, okay, wait. Wait, please. You're scratching me. Relax, please. Whoa. Knocks me out. How's Carl doing? I heard Carl was done from that show, isn't he? What minerals, vitamins are deficient in when you have anxiety? 90% of the time, that's 90% of the time, it's always been with anxiety, it's magnesium. Gets overused too much and end up causing so much restrictions that blood flow becomes very limited and we end up getting the anxiety issue. Oh, you haven't gotten that far. I just saw a clip on TikTok. Somebody put it out this morning. I'm like, what the hell? You almost they ruined it. Feeling so much better. Hello, having beauty, good. What's good for pollen? What do you mean what's good for pollen? Like, are you having issues with pollen or what's going on? Oh wow, the water's so hot. It's only when checking my blood pressure, heart rate goes from 60 to 120. Yeah, it's just seems like you're stressing. You're stressing about something. Are you stressing because you're getting your reading? Is that why? Doesn't blood pressure, like your heart rate only goes up that high only if you're actually making like doing a lot of movement or causing a lot of restrictions. It shouldn't just jump like that unless your cardio is not the best. That is actually causing some of these issues. Wow, this is really hot. But yeah, it's before you're doing your blood pressure checks, sit straight up on the chair, relax for about 5 minutes, do a little bit of light breathing exercise so you can get proper oxygen flow in your system, all that. Then when you feel good, your heart rate is beating correctly, then do the test. That's ideally how a person should be checking it. If you're just kind of sitting down and you're slapping the monitor on and you do a check, you're not actually going into a proper relaxation stage. So the numbers they're not ideally correct. And you should always do it like 3 times a day for 3 consecutive days, no matter what. Just so we can actually figure out if it's something serious or not, or just stress. So that's how we can actually configure it correctly. Hi Maurice, good to see you. And Duke, hey Tracy, how are you? I'm trying to actually water the garden here, my little greenhouse, and the water is like super hot, super hot. It's been brutal hot today. How to lose weight, please? Well, today I was gonna talk mostly about blood pressure. If you really want to know how to lose weight, one of the best and easiest way, download one of my ebooks, only a couple dollars. It will actually show you everything in specific how to lose weight. Whether you like to eat carbohydrates or not, it'll teach you how to lose weight effectively. And it's very, very well made and it's very simplified. So it's very easy to understand and to follow. Or you can book a time with me if you like, and we can go over it in specific. I don't know why I can't see the screen. It's like so dark. This is crazy. And I think for hay fever, the only thing you can do is take quercetin. Quercetin and alpha lipoic acid. You can't really do much specific. It depends, why it's causing it, why it's happening. There's a lot of questions to be asked. If it's happening all the time or just randomly. So all that stuff, everything varies. When it's hay fever season, okay, so that's the thing. Like if it's only happening in the summertime, so obviously it's something that you're actually consuming as well too, that is actually activating it based on season. Most of the time is to do with a lot of the stuff you're consuming. If you consume a lot of citric acid in your diet or anything like that, that will actually activate it and actually makes it worse in a specific season. So a lot of these things happen, and sometimes you always have to check your liver to make sure your liver is functioning correctly, or else it could be causing a lot of these symptoms. You guys, if you haven't had a chance, I just put out a section of an ebook to download for free in my upcoming. It's like a sneak peek of my new ebook that is coming out. You can download it for free if you want. It does actually give you some good information in regards to heart disease, certain blood markers to actually check. Definitely check it out. Hey Maurice, my dad got good news. His other blockages went from 60 and 40% down to 50 and 30%. They said his heart pressure ejection fraction was good. Perfect. That's good news. That's awesome. I'm glad this is looking good. That's incredible. Hi Maurice, how are you doing? Long time. Hope all good. Yeah, everything is good, Marie. I've been coming on and off sometimes. Past couple days been very busy trying to finish a few things, and I had to actually travel from one place to another. So it's been on and off trying to do as much as I could. And I know I haven't been here. I'd like to come here every single day and talk to you guys. No stent required on the left artery. Perfect. Perfect. That's awesome. That's good news, Jimmy. So definitely we'll probably need to work on that to get things a little bit better as well too, which is good. That's awesome. His ejection fraction was over 100. Does that make sense? Yeah, usually anything over, we'd like to see it a high number, right? 100 doesn't really make sense, no, but usually we'd like to see it in above the 50s. Usually whenever there's a heart issue, usually it drops below 40, but it depends on the supplementation you take. You can actually reopen it and enhance the ejection fraction. But being over 100, maybe it's a different type of testing, but we'll have to kind of dig a little bit more further. Anything above 80% is good. We'd like to see it. And sometimes just to kind of increase it by 5%, it takes almost about 3 months. So that's really good. Yeah, I'm going to be free this weekend, so I'll book a call. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I've been taking Sunday off, but definitely if you want to book on a Saturday, if that works for you, it would be great. If anything, I've been getting a lot of people telling me, well, don't take Sunday off, take like a weekday off and kind of keep Sunday because, I usually get a lot of people, so I might maybe change that again. Yeah, Aesthetic, if you can go to my website, you can actually pick a time when we can definitely talk. If you can book a time, then we can talk a little bit more in specific about some of the issues. Just go to my website and you can actually click on the link. Do you think the blockages opened up due to the arteries being dilated? Well, what happened is anytime you vasodilate your arteries, in case there's something is stuck, it does actually vasodilate and it opens them up. So that's why ejection fraction happens. So it's all about being vasodilated. So that's why I believe so highly in nitric oxide, because it's constantly vasodilating your arteries. Maurice, when I get to Florida, I'll be asking my mom's doctor for all the blood work so you can see it. Perfect. Thank you. Looking forward to that. Or take it all together. I will set up an appointment. That'd be great, Marie. Thank you. Hi, Sharon. Monopoly, how are you? Where the Benis don't mess with our Sundays. Yeah, I'm trying to actually, maybe I'll keep a Sunday off. I need a Sunday off. I'll just work 6 days a week. 6 days a week is good. And couple days, tomorrow I have to actually travel about an hour to go pick up some wood stove parts. I'm gonna be traveling about an hour away from here. I found a place that actually have all the wood stove parts, so I'm gonna go pick them all up and maybe get my wood stove installed. He was shocked that his calcium score dropped by 10% in both areas of concern. Yeah, it drops. So gotta be something with the vasodilation. So the vasodilation got him opened, and what happened is maybe it was a loose particles because there's no more soft plaque. It's gonna eventually break and feel free. So it's all possibility. How does it happen is sometimes it's unexplainable, and sometimes it could be the machines doing mistakes. That's why I will always recommend doing couple testing just to make sure be on side. Is olive oil bad for frying fish, brother? 100% it is. 100% it is. I would stay away from it. I would never use it for cooking at all. Maybe for toppings, yes, but not for cooking. John, how are you? Share the live, encourage more viewers. Thank you guys. Just trying to water everything. It's getting really hot. We got a lot of sweet potatoes growing. We got sweet potatoes, Japanese potatoes. This is all gonna be for my carb load if I get a chance to eat any of them. Hey Lily, how are you? He also found out that he had 2 stents put in on the right artery, similar to your story. Yeah, and one of the downfall you have to be careful, Jimmy, is especially when they put one stent by the other, and that's where it becomes a little bit of a scary, because if they do cause any damage, that damage could be there for many years. I hope they did everything correctly. Is fried fish dangerous if I have high cholesterol? It's not whether it's dangerous, and has nothing to do with high cholesterol. It's whether the oil's being oxidized or not. If the oil's being oxidized because they're using the incorrect oil, like probably they're using vegetable oils or canola instead of using like a proper coconut oil or suet or beef tallow. That would be like the ideal and the most stable fats you want to use. Magnesium is the center of chlorophyll. Is juicing greens as well as eating them increase healing in the body for more oxygen uptake in the blood vessels? Chlorophyll is good because that does actually increase your copper, does increase your magnesium only if you can get a good form. Sometimes juicing the greens is not the best because they are very rich in oxalates. They told him they went and inspected the stent and it's looking good so far. Okay, no, that's good news. That's good news, Jimmy. I hope it's done correctly. That's all I can say, because some of these guys you could never trust. Hi, watching from Canada. Beautiful day here. Great gardening tips. My son grows so many veggies in our backyard. That's awesome, Jen. Probably I'm trying to grow some too. I don't know if you can see behind me. There's my little greenhouse. Mostly cucumbers and arugula and some sweet potatoes. That's all I like. John, oh, I missed your message. Hold on. They prescribed me coenzyme Q10 for headaches, but I took it and it gave me more headaches. Why? Well, technically, coenzyme Q10 is an energy molecule to boost up your mitochondria. Whenever you have a headache, it's better to actually drink coffee. Going to book a one-to-one sounds good. Looking forward to talking to you. I've been taking 40 drops of the Aussie every 4 hours, and I can notice a difference in stress levels. That's awesome. Continue at it, Jimmy. That's good to hear. Can you stop lisinopril and just take your product nitrate and trace minerals? We have to wean you off slowly of the lisinopril. The only reason is because sometimes it could activate and cause high levels of homocysteine. But yeah, we can definitely do that, Christina. No problem. Hello, how's Duke? Duke is right there. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's in the water. The guy doesn't stop from playing. Like today, I took him for a little hike. He jumped in the water, crystal clear water. I forgot to take my phone with me so I can take videos for you guys. He loved it. That's the place where I usually go fishing because I'm trying to fix my kayak and go there. And we came back and he wants to play some more. 1 week, 20 milligrams. Oh, you've only been taking it for 1 week? If you've been taking it only for one week, Christina, you can definitely stop. I highly recommend Maurice. He has been helped me lots for pain or gone. Thank you so much, Marie, for sharing that with everyone. Coenzyme Q10 gave me headache all day. Why? Coenzyme Q10, it depends how much you take, but technically it is a mitochondria booster. But why should it give a headache? Because it could cause a little vasodilation, but it shouldn't really. So I'm kind of surprised it's giving you a headache. And how come is it prescribed? It's not a vitamin that you bought. Is it like a synthetic form? I'm just curious because never knew that you have to get it as a prescription. How can we treat varicose veins? Varicose veins is very interesting. It is, I think, in my cheat book that I talk about it lots there. It's usually it's a weakness in the veins, lack of collagen and lack of vitamin C. I think I have it in my cheat book. I'll have to check. Hi, Rick. Hey. I'm starting to look more and more like him since I got the white on my beard. What's the best brand name supplement to buy? It depends on the supplement. I feel like I'm aging fastly last few years. I'm in my early 50s. Do I need support vitamins? Yes, you're probably becoming very deficient in a lot of minerals that is causing the aging actually speed up. So technically your telomere are actually becoming shortened. The only reason they becoming shortened, you're probably deficient in magnesium. And that's usually the first sign we tend to see. So yeah, aging happens because we lose magnesium. Magnesium is the only one that actually extends your telomeres. So if you're trying to actually do some anti-aging, one of the best two hacks that I actually find they do work. I don't know for me if it's working or not. I've been on them for a long time, for about a year now or so. I take magnesium and I take the MCT resveratrol, because the MCT resveratrol is actually much higher absorption rate. So you guys can definitely try something like that, but that would actually help. Best brand of vitamin B12 and D3. It's not about best brand for vitamin B12, it's whether vitamin B12 is methylated, which is methylcobalamin. There's only 3 companies that makes them, but you have to look for the methylcobalamin version. And vitamin D3 should always be mixed with MCT oil. If it's not mixed with MCT oil, you should not take it. I can't really tell you what brand name. You have to actually check on that. Just you have to check out the ingredients because there's so many different brand names out there. What do you recommend for tiredness and fatigue? Tiredness and fatigue is because your mitochondria is actually dying off. The question is why? What the hell you're eating that is actually causing that? And most of the time it could be lack of meat intake. You're not eating well, and you're not actually spiking your mitochondria correctly. John, did you get a chance to find out the ingredients on that coenzyme Q10? Because it's kind of weird for it to give you a headache. I'm just curious why it was prescribed not as a vitamin. Have to go check on Duke. What do you recommend for tiredness and fatigue daily? Take creatine. That would be like your most natural form. Take 5 grams of creatine, or take 3 grams twice a day of creatine. Mix it with water. That's all you need. That's how you can actually spike your mitochondria levels. See, everything in your body requires energy to work, right? And what actually gives your organs and your other bodily functions energy is your mitochondria. But if your mitochondria is not functioning, then you have no energy. Is MCT oil bad because of the saturated fat? No, it's not. So MCT oil is a short chain fatty acid. Saturated fats has multiple strains. There's short chain fatty acid, there's long chain fatty acids. Now the long chain fatty acid, they do increase your cholesterol. Your short chain fatty acid, which is C8 and C10, that's the ones I recommend, they don't actually increase your cholesterol. But even thought if they did increase your cholesterol, they're not oxidized. So the saturated fats coming from coconut, or let's say MCT oil, it's C8 and C10, does not actually cause high cholesterol and does not cause oxidization of your cholesterol. So it's 100% safe. Keep in mind, saturated fats has 8 different parts of fats. The stearic acid that comes from animals or comes from certain coconut or even, let's say, cocoa butter, that actually increases your cholesterol, but the problem is it's not being oxidized. The only time it oxidizes when you mix sugar with it. And when you mix sugar with it, it binds to the protein and it causes coagulation. So yeah, MCT oil, I go through about a liter every 2 weeks of MCT oil, and it does not cause, there's no harm for it on it. Just make sure it is a clean source. Don't buy any cheap brand. And make sure it's C8 on its own or C8 and C10. Now, C8 on its own is very, very expensive because it actually is absorbed a lot better in our system and it doesn't break your fasting. C10, if you have C10 mixed with it, which is usually about 10%, which is fine, it's still good quality. Anything for low blood pressure. Increase your salt intake. That's all you have to do. And it's fixable. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to download my free ebook, I just posted one again this morning. Definitely feel free for it to actually download it. Let me know what's your thoughts. That's almost like a sneak peek of my new ebook that I'm writing. I've been writing it. I've been on it for the past year now, trying to actually get it done, but hopefully I will soon. And I hope you guys are enjoying some nice weather. It's been nice and hot. Here comes Duke, you're full of water. Duke, go back. Go the other way, the other way. Best advice for iron deficiency anemia. Typically have to do infusion. My iron stores won't hold. Eat steaks. Wait. Stop. Go. Yeah, it would be best to kind of eat some steak in a iron skillet. Your iron should not be low. The only reason it's not being held, something is off. Where are you located? So beautiful. I am in Canada, in BC. This is my little backyard. It's been foggy here, the south coast of Newfoundland for 3 weeks. Probably a lot of fires then. Here it's been raining lots, and now for the past 3 weeks we've had some nice weather. Been nice and hot. I know it's gonna probably get foggy soon, but should be fine for now. Do you speak any other languages? I used to speak French, but not no more. And I do speak fluent Arabic as well too. How's the garden? Jimmy, let's go check it out. I haven't ate anything from the garden other than arugula, to be honest with you. But things are coming along in the garden because the weather has been nice. Nice, I'm in Sydney, Australia, very cold. It's winter for you guys there, isn't it? In Sydney right now. Here, let me show you what I got here. So, these are all arugula. I don't know why I shouldn't let the flowers come out, but I just wanted to get more bees in here so I can actually get my zucchini going. So we got all these are sweet potatoes. I got 2 more sweet potatoes, Japanese sweet potatoes. I'm testing them inside, and I got 2 outside. The 2 outside that actually already went up and grown. These up here, these are grown like very big. These are actually artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke. They're actually grown very fast. I wasn't thinking they're gonna grow that fast because I have 4 per pot. I need to put 1 only. Here we got carrots. All these are carrots because Duke loves the carrots. Of course, these are some more cucumbers. I have to actually start again. There's my, what do you call them? Lettuce or something. Then here, these are all oregano, like wild oregano. So what happens is I dry them up and I hang them, and I'll give them to my mom when she comes, so she can actually use them as a herb. Cheers, Rose. And I had a lot of freaking cucumber. I had lots of watermelons here. I had about 12. I had a mouse or something came and actually ate them, and all I have is about 3 left. So I figured out if I put bicarbonate and Epsom, they're not actually eating them anymore. So hopefully they will get some watermelon maybe. So there's my little zucchinis. Actually, they're starting to catch up. So there's the first one. That's the biggest one. They're actually grown pretty big in the past like week and a half. And of course, the cucumbers are starting to have some flowers. So I think they're catching up. I got more oregano. I got oregano and onions mixed everywhere. So all these are cucumbers as well too. And keep in mind, they had 69 plants and I'm only down to about 12 plants of cucumbers. So that's why I'm trying to grow some more. All these are cucumbers as well too. And we got some oregano. So it's looking not bad. It's getting there. And up here we got all pumpkins because Duke loves pumpkin in the winter time. It's good for his gut. Yeah, I've been using Epsom salt. We got more sweet potato. That's a Japanese sweet potato. We got one honeyberry. This is a female. That's a male honeyberry. I had an apple. This is a plum tree that I had all the way in the bottom. When I first came, they all died. So I took it out. There's a plum tree here, and I have an apple tree there. So I took them out. I know I shouldn't be taking them out because they're gonna die either way. So I'm gonna try to actually see how they do up here. I hope they actually do good. So that's my little greenhouse. It's coming along. I haven't ate anything. I just had some berries yesterday, blueberries from the Crown Land because we actually get a lot of huckleberries and blueberries. So I had like probably like 1/4 of a cup. That's all I get every single year for fruits. When the onions start to bulb, you can remove 80% of the dirt around them and they will grow bigger. Okay, no, that's good to know. Okay, that's awesome. Usually, you know what I've been doing, Jimmy? I cut the greens on the top, and I actually take the greens and I actually mix them with the meat or mix them with the eggs as an omelet. That's what I've been doing sometimes. My grandma shared that with me. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna give it a shot. Today I was gonna actually head to town again because the part for my water tank came in, so I can actually install an overflow section, but they lost it, so I didn't go down, and now they send me a message, then they found it, so I'm gonna go down probably tomorrow now, not today. Helps with pests. The onions do. Hey Cindy, how are you? Yeah, the onions do. That's why I have them grown everywhere because they keep everything away, but still, whatever is coming, they've been eating my watermelon. And I haven't had watermelon for a long time. It sounds strange, but it really works. Technically, just roots from the onion need to be in the dirt. Yeah, I seen lots on some places where they actually like half of the onion is almost just sticking out and they're massive. So mine are just starting to come out right now. So maybe I should remove the dirt and let them get bigger. Great up north on lake. Nice. So yeah, and I just septic is working good. Just getting the water done. Hopefully in the next couple of days, and it should be good. And maybe I can start go do some fishing. If you leave them in the dirt, it won't allow them to get big. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Jimmy. That's good. I'm gonna try it out. And we'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know, Jimmy, if it's actually working or not. I know for a fact it is gonna probably work. If you have them in the dirt, it won't allow them to get bigger. So maybe that's why the greens, they keep getting bigger, but the bottom doesn't, eh? Yeah, let's check a few of them. Let me check one. Because what's happening here? Let me show you. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. See, this is still pretty small actually. So if I remove that much dirt and let them show up like that, and see what happens. I think that should be good. Oops. Shouldn't really take them out. There you go. They're like barely held. There we go. You share so much with us. That's my way to give a bit knowledge back to you. Cheers. Thanks so much. Thank you, Jimmy. There you go. Yeah, some of them are still pretty small. Maybe that's why, because there's so much. They're covered, eh? So probably that would work. What's going on, Duke? You wanna go have some coffee, Duke? Yeah, this one looks pretty big, actually. Yeah, as you guys can see, I put a lot of the, these are wild oreganos. They actually grow on the bottom, so I actually picked them up. I picked a few of them and I actually put them up here everywhere. And they actually do really well. Oops, that one is very small. That's why they're very small, some of them. 20% of the bulb. We'll keep it in there. There we go. Hopefully I don't get anything to come and eat them. I like my zucchini. That's my first zucchini I'm gonna have. We'll see how that goes. Duke! Stuff near the wood edges always seem to grow better in my planter too. Stuff near the wood. It's because I never tried it with garlic, but I assume I would be the same. Add your eggshells to the soil. Do I have to dry them first, or? I know some people are saying you get a lot of calcium, which is really good. Maybe I'll do that. I get a lot of eggs. So Duke eats about 3 eggs every single day. I eat about between 6 to 10 every day. That would be a lot of eggshells. Instead of me just throwing them away. No, crush them. Free fertilizer, no crush. Okay, so I'll crush them. Maybe I should dry them up. I heard you're supposed to actually dry them up, so it kind of kills off everything in them. Planting it near the wood you're using for the garden border. Yes. No, definitely don't throw them away. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'll try that. I know I used to actually do the same with the eggshell and actually use them myself for bones, to increase the phosphorus in our bodies, because it actually that's how we can get most of the phosphorus is from eggshells. Hello, Maurice. Do you have those black slugs this year? Yeah, I have lots of them. JD, they're a pain and they come out mostly at night. So what I've been doing is been putting lots of bicarbonate and Epsom salt, and actually it keeps them away, because I think that's what they've been going after some of my stuff in the greenhouse. Compose them first, use them down the road, and you can add them as a physical barrier for bugs too. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'll do that. Coffee grounds works as different. I've been using the coffee grounds. Trust me, guys. I drink a lot of coffee, so every day I come up and actually put more coffee grounds everywhere to actually keep them away, which is good. And there's Duke. He's making a haul. Never stops. Duke, what are you doing? Is that your little new house? They say water of the rice is good so veggies can grow faster. Never tried it. Water of the rice. Interesting. So it's all that resistant starch then. I wonder how it supports the plants and stuff, or the garden. It can burn plants if you put too much. Be careful. For the for which? For the Epsom or the bicarbonate? Usually I heard you put like 1/4 teaspoon per couple liters of water, and you only do it like once or twice a week. Grounding for the garden, I haven't tried it, but want to. The coffee too. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe I'll keep it very minimal. I'll keep it very minimal and see how that goes. Duke, what do you find? I just covered that hole the other day. Every time I cover it, he'll actually dig it out again. Away from the base. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of keep all these because I think what ate my watermelons is these damn slugs. So having that Epsom salt has actually has been working, which is good. Duke, you're gonna stay here? I'm gonna go have some coffee. So I can work out in like half hour. Let's go have some coffee and creatine. What do you guys think? That would be good to boost up the mitochondria level. You can't see the screen. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen. Shannon was putting in her garden. There you go, I can see it now. For some reason, it's just, every time it's bright. You know, in the Samsung phone, I can see perfect. With the iPhone, it's like pitch black. That's why I'm having a hard time seeing you guys' questions. This is ridiculous. Do you put creatine in your coffee? I do. You can put creatine in your coffee so you can actually boost up your mitochondria. And it does actually enhance the caffeine absorption. Never really talked about it, but it is a really good way to actually activate your mitochondria level for energy. Sometimes you gotta be careful, don't put too much so it does not change or alter the taste. What supplements do you use for high blood pressure? I did an ebook on high blood pressure, Dia. Maybe you can download it. It does give you the full background, supplementation, everything to use, so you can actually fix it or reverse the issue if it's been a major issue. Come on, Duke, let's go. If you're stuck, I'm not gonna get you. I think he's stuck. It's a leash. Yeah, if you go to my website and if you click on the picture profile and go to my link, you can see all the ebooks that I have. And you can definitely look into the one for the blood pressure as well, too. Come on, Duke. Coco, send me a direct message. I can help you with that. I can send you some information. Let's go free, Duke. He's stuck. I don't know when I'm gonna take the leash out and let him run around by himself. I've always had issues with bowel elimination. You wanna give me a little bit better explanation? What do you mean by that? So it's almost like you're not able to go to the washroom or poop, or you're just getting constipated. What's happening? So you're not stuck. And sometimes it's lack of digestive juices. So what's happening is your body's not breaking down the food correctly. And if it's not breaking the food correctly, you're becoming deficient in some of the enzymes. And that's why you're not having a good bowel movement. And you're probably, because you don't have good digestive enzymes or juices, you're becoming deficient in some minerals to actually allow your intestines to actually go into a relaxation stage. So everything kind of works hand in hand together. So don't just look at the issue of the bowel elimination. You gotta ask yourself, what the hell am I doing to actually cause that? Or what am I deficient in that is actually happening? So always look at the root cause, don't just fix the symptom. That's the symptom you're actually having. The root cause is your pancreas and your digestive juices could not be working very well due to your diet, due to your food intake. So sometimes enzymes will help, exogenous enzymes would actually help in the meantime until you fix your diet. Where you can get your fiber if not eating veggies? You don't need fiber. Fiber is a myth. Fiber is a myth. And even if you're doing a carnivore diet like myself, pretty much your fiber is gonna come from collagen. there's almost about 5 grams of collagen per 100 grams of protein you consume. So we get plenty of collagen to allow our intestines to still work and actually eliminate and have a bowel movement. It is a myth. Yes, fiber is a myth. You don't need it. The only time you require fiber only if you're actually you're following like a standard American diet. How else they want to get everybody sick and push more fiber onto you guys and have like a issue with your gut? If you actually eat what's mostly bioavailable for the body, you never really need fiber to actually have a stool. I've been on a carnivore diet for 10 years and I have a stool every single day. You're gonna tell me that I need fiber? No, you don't. Sachet Taylor, let me know. I can help you. I can help you with that if you want. Definitely book a time. We can talk about it and we can actually get everything sorted out. A stool once a day? Yeah, that's all you need. Once a day is plenty. Once a day is plenty. And if you're actually having more than that, what? You're spending most of your time on the bathroom, on the toilet? Once a day is plenty enough. Keep in mind, it depends how much you eat. You're not eating 5-6 meals a day. You're only eating 1 or 2 meals a day. That's how the body survived. Not eating 5 or 6 meals. And we're not cows to actually graze on stuff. 1 meal, 2 meals a day is maximum. And if you're having multiple stools throughout the day, obviously you have a loose stool, or possibly you're eating way too much fiber that your body does not require and doesn't know what to do with it. So it keeps being flushed out. So it's all in regards to your diet. I'm not saying your diet is incorrect. It's just what I'm saying is, you know, they've lied about a lot of things about eating. Like, keep in mind, there's a lot of bodybuilders right now, they eat 6 meals a day. That means they're eating every 2 hours. They're grazing. And you wonder why a lot of bodybuilders, they have heart attacks, right? Go back in history. Did we ever, you know, ate 5-6 meals a day back in the day? No, you hunted and you eat, right? How else they want to get us sick? How else they want us to follow a pyramid that actually, you know, consists of high carbohydrates? So you're constantly spending all your time in the bathroom. 2 grams of yeast and 5 grams of brown sugar in 1 gallon water. Dilute with 6 fallen water, best fertilizer. Okay, gotta write this down. 2 grams of yeast, 5 grams of brown sugar in 1 gallon of water. How can let me see if I can photocopy this. Yeah, there you go, I took a picture of it. Clive, thank you, I'm gonna try it out. I'm eating 1 meal a day or sometimes 2 meals, then bowel movement once a day is good. 100% it is good. When I started the intermittent fasting, my hormones got messy. Well, you're not supposed to do intermittent fasting daily, especially for women, because it throws off your hormones. I thought it was the pre-workout with excessive caffeine that caused them heart attack. It's the food they consume. Imagine you never really give your body a rest. You're training, you're overeating, and you're taking supplements, and you're adding so much caffeine and a whole bunch of other garbage to your body. Put the caffeine on the side. They actually overdo everything. What causes them to have a heart attack is overeating. What causes them to have diseases and stuff. You could never get calcifications from having too much, let's say, caffeine or a lot of this stuff. Pre-workouts, drinks, even anything processed they put in their bodies. Like, look at the amount of processed stuff, from whey protein to a lot of garbage stuff they put to actually get more energy so they can lift more. But yet they never really look into recovery. Recovery is the main key, and we never really recover, because sometimes we don't sleep good. Sometimes, even if you don't sleep good, they still go out and they push themselves in the gym, right? So technically you're putting more stress on your heart, more stress on your body. And the only reason I know that because I've been there myself. You know, you work 10-12 hours, you go home, or sometimes before you go home, you've been working 10 hours, then you go to the gym, you want to train, you come back home, you eat late, and you're constantly taking energy drinks and stuff to actually maintain your strength. And all that stuff is going to cause issues. Duke, I'm going to go make some coffee. You want some coffee? Duke is having fun digging. This guy doesn't get enough playing. Duke, today was your day, 3 hours, because I'm leaving you tomorrow by yourself. Because I have to go to the store. Not today, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the store. You're gonna stay by yourself. Okay? Because I have to drive like an hour. Hold on, bud. Come with me. Let's go. Let's go inside. So I'll feed you soon. You played? Did you burn your calories? Okay, come here. No, let's go this way. Okay, stop. Hold on, let me take the leash out. Fuck, you're full of mud. You're full of mud. Go. What type of pup is he? He's a German Shepherd, the European German Shepherd. Your coffee doesn't mess with your sleep. It depends. See, it depends on your sensitivity. I kind of build that tolerance with the caffeine, and usually I still sleep not bad. Either way, in the summertime, I don't sleep that good because of the heat. But it doesn't mess with my sleep that late. But if I'm gonna have like a coffee shot right now, I'll actually have to work out. If I'm not gonna work out, I won't have any. So, and I've been staying up late, which is I shouldn't. Anyway, let's go make one right now. I was gonna make a mushroom coffee, but I'll make a mushroom coffee at night. Well, there you can see the pup. He's a small pup. He's a big pup. He's only 2 years old. There he is. Where is he? Fucker. You come all the way here just so you can actually spray me with your mud. There's Duke. There you go. Yeah, wipe your stuff. Yeah, you're all full of mud. What's wrong with you? You got all over my legs. And you got all over here. Look at that. Look at all this mud. Everywhere. Right on the deck. It's funny, and he comes up, and he doesn't do it like on the side. He comes up, he stands beside me every single day, and he actually sprays me. Every day. He will never stop. Look at this. I just cleaned up the deck this morning, and it's all full of mud. Duke! Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's having too much fun now. He knows. He's showing you a lot. I know he is. Duke, where are you? Come here. Or else I'll keep you outside. There you are. What am I gonna do with you? You got mud all over my shorts, bud. What's going on with you? That's what naughty babies do. Yeah, no kidding. They do it purposely. How to unplug blocked arteries. Natty, it's probably best to book a time with me, and we can actually talk in specific. Or you can download some of my ebooks on atherosclerosis and stuff, and how you can actually. It's all about stabilizing before you actually removing, because what happens is if you have soft plaque issue, you cannot fix your arteries or unblock them, let's say, until you fix the soft plaque issue. And if you didn't fix the soft plaque issue, then that becomes an issue. That's the first step. Once we fix that, then we can actually start looking at further fixing other things. So probably either try to book a time with me, or you can download some of my ebooks, and I can explain most of the stuff in specific. I'm gonna make my coffee. Duke is adorable. He's a little pup. He loves to play every day. That's all he cares for. Even thought we went to the lake this morning. He actually jumped in the water. I forgot to bring my shorts so I can jump in the water. I didn't really jump in the water myself. I just walked. He jumped in the water. He had his fun, and he did his little sniffing for almost like a full hour. He's only 2 years old. Then we came back. He took a nap, had his little food. Then went to town to pick up some stuff. Then we came back, and now he wants to play again because he knows he's gonna be eating very soon. I have a 3-month-old kitten who does the same thing. Oh, nice. They're a handful. Sometimes it's like, you just want a day off, and you tell them, I want a day off so we can actually no playing or anything, but that doesn't work. That doesn't work all the time. He still wants to play. Now he knows that I'm actually here making him something to eat. But I'm actually gonna have my coffee first. Yeah, they have a lot of energy. Technically, 2 hours a day of training every day with them. I have to, actually. If I don't spend at least 2 hours with them, from hiking to playing to swimming to sniffing, every day, he will actually make a mess. So now he'll eat, he'll feel more relaxed. It'll be nice. And I have no problem with doing that with them. It's just sometimes we get a little bit tired because of so much heat. But it's okay. Oh, I have a lot of energy. I have to actually waste all my energy on them. And I think that's the reason I got him, so I can continue running around him and actually looking after him. Let's grind some fresh coffee, and we can do that. By the way, guys, for the past probably like 5-6 months, is 1000 IU of vitamin D enough? Do some people take 1000? How much vitamin K for that? Who's this? Aileen. So Aileen, the way you take vitamin D is 1000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. That's the first step. Second step is every 10,000 milligrams, every 10,000 IU, you're supposed to take at least 200 micrograms of vitamin K2. So usually that's how the process works. So guys, you guys have been asking me what I think about Shilajit and other products. So finally, I found a company that was willing to share their certificate of analysis and third-party testing, and I just got their product today. So very, very excited to actually try it out, and I'm gonna tell you guys my my feedback. I think it's gonna be incredible, because when it comes down to Shilajit, it is a very expensive product, but if you do find the correct one, I think the product would be really, really good. So I just got mine today. I'll try it out because I'm very impressed with their studies and everything behind it. So I'll definitely share that with you. And I have the product on my website already, but their packaging is pretty amazing. Like, this is their packaging. It's very, very nice product, well made. But this is gonna be very interesting, and it's not $50. It's a very expensive product because it is the pure quality. Like I said, nothing mimicked or nothing has been actually mixed. So these guys have the third-party testing, and they actually have their certificate of analysis, which is very important for me to actually know. So definitely, once I open the package and I start using it, I'll definitely let you guys know what I think of it. And if it's actually good, maybe I'll partner up with them, because I'm a huge fan of Chillajit. The problem is a lot of the companies out there I could not trust, because nobody would actually share a lot of their information. They wanted to keep it to themselves. So finally, this one is going to be like an eye-opener. It's going to be a game changer for a lot of people. And I know for a fact, because you guys know for a fact, I test everything with lots of blood work behind it. So definitely looking forward to see the effect of it. You guys, you know for a fact, your day is never gonna be the same without coffee. How many of you guys drink coffee that are actually right now listening to my live feed? Let's see some hands up. At least we should see 50% of the people. So we got about 70 people watching or so, 60 people. 70, we got 73 people watching in total. So we have tea. That's it, tea. Only one person responds. There's one person. Coffee, perfect. Mushroom instead, not bad. Mushroom coffee is good. Both coffee and tea, awesome. Tea. So we have a lot of tea. We have some coffee. Robert, cheers. Coffee. No coffee, just mushroom. Okay, I love black tea with milk. Haven't tried it with milk. I haven't tried black tea. It's probably fermented black tea. Both coffee, just mushrooms. What kind of tea do you guys drink? Are you guys drinking like green tea and stuff, or anything specific, or just a standard basic tea? Just water right now. I quit coffee for about 2 months. How come you quit coffee, George? What's going on with that? What made you stop? It is always good to kind of cycle. Green tea, no milk, no sugar. Green tea, cacao, and coffee sometimes. Nice. Oblong. I think I've heard that. That's the type of tea, I think. Green plus herbal. Nice. Oolong. Okay, there you go. Oolong, herbal, green tea, and black. I have oolong, yes. Four Sigmatic. Coffee with mushroom when I can afford it. It's very expensive. I heard. I've seen the bags. They got them locally. They're not cheap at all. That's why I like the coffee mushroom that I got. It's actually not bad. I have a cupboard full of about 50 types of total tea. Addicted. Nice. Herbalist here from Ontario. Tea is my life. Cheers to that. I like tea. I actually do drink a lot of green tea for the EGCG with MCT oil, just so you can actually absorb as much, because every cup will give you close to about 200 milligrams. And I like the coffee because the coffee has about 300 milligrams of polyphenols, Debbie. So, but quality over quantity, 100%. Nettle tea is amazing, people. Thanks so much for sharing, Miss Cosmo. I work on the road and I couldn't handle all the washroom breaks. Now, the only reason you end up getting washroom or have to go to the washroom because your coffee contains mold. That's the only reason you're actually, you feel like urinating. So when the body actually consumes coffee and the coffee is molded, not done correctly, or roasted correctly, it makes you go to the washroom more often because the body's trying to get rid of the mold from your system. I drink the coffee. I don't go to the bathroom, you know, like some people say every 5-10 minutes. You don't. I love black breakfast tea. Cheers to that. Delicious. Awesome. Can you show us your mushroom coffee? This is a mushroom coffee that I actually consume. It is a Canadian brand as well. So there is this one here. I like to take this one at night, and this is during the daytime. That's the one I take, Debbie. That's my favorite, actually. I know I met the owners, very nice people, and they are actually locally from Calgary. So this is where I kind of lived most of my life till I came to BC. But it's my favorite, actually. I like it. I've tried a lot of different mushroom coffee. This is the only one that I actually liked. Can I send you some? Sure. From Ontario, that would be great. I'm in BC. Would love to try some up. 4 cups coffee with butter. Cheers to that. Are you doing the grass-fed butter with it? It gives it that nice nutty flavor. I've been trying some cocoa butter recently. The cocoa butter as well gives it that chocolatey flavor. Where is your info? Debbie, send me a direct message. I can send you my address. I'm in BC. Good day, doctor. How goes the RV life? Missing Calgary yet on the Stampede? I don't care about Calgary. I haven't been to Stampede for 20 some years. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it was also diuretic. It's not even thought of as a diuretic. That's the diuretic that they actually lied about. It's actually the mold that causes that, George. I like the off-grid living, Prince. I would never want to go back to the city. The only time I have to go right now to the city is to pick up some more meat and to pick up some stuff and come back, because here is very limited. How do you fix kidneys? Why, what's wrong with your kidneys? Starbucks coffee would always do that to me. Yeah, they're very high toxic. I haven't drank coffee outside my house for probably the past like 6 years, because a lot of the coffee out there, they all contain mold because they're not done correctly, they're not processed correctly or roasted correctly. And whenever you actually drink something that has a lot of mold, first of all, it gets rid of the magnesium from your body. It acts as a diuretic for that, and actually makes you urinate so much. Amen to that. Living in Vancouver Island now. Gee, I gotta come and visit you, Prince. Vancouver Island. You're not that far away from me. Just 10-hour drive, I think, or something. My blood pressure goes higher with or without coffee. It's not. Coffee has nothing to do with your blood pressure. Blood pressure is just because you don't have enough magnesium. Imagine I drink like 5 cups a day, but I take a lot of magnesium to stabilize everything. Duke is waiting for me. He thought I'm making him food. I want to come live with you. Joyful. Nice. What about you living now? Let's sit down. Fix kidney and liver blood pressure. Why don't you book a time with me, Gene? And I can talk to you about it in specific. Oh, you're in Toronto. You're very close to me. You're not that far to come to BC. Yes, indeed. We lots to share, I'm sure. I have a ketogenic store here. Oh, nice. Really? A ketogenic store? That's very interesting. We definitely need to talk. I'll do some promotion for you. That's interesting. Working on the magnesium. Come on, Robert, you can do it. Just make sure you're always taking some couple drops every single day, no matter what. My kids both live in BC. They're not coming back. They're not coming back. They probably love BC and they don't like to go back to Toronto. That's the problem. BC is beautiful. Like, look at this beautiful view we have. Like, imagine waking up to this every single morning, guys. There's my beautiful sea. Me and Duke, we enjoy it. And there's Duke sitting there, of course. Without Duke, it's not the same. Oops. There's little Duke. He just sits there and just enjoys the life. Sounds good. Bread, cookies, and bone broth. No sugar. Busier than ever. That's awesome. Bread cookies. I'm interested to know a little bit more about that bread cookies. Because in the ketogenic, sometimes, we can't have sometimes the grains could actually conflict, but as long as you find like a really good recipe. Bone broth has always been my favorite. I was doing a lot of bone broth when I was in Calgary, but here in BC, I'm having a hard time finding a good farmer. And I found a couple, but nobody wants to actually sell you. Like, I don't want to buy too much because I don't have a big freezer yet. And they all want to sell you like a quarter or a half all the time. Debbie, I've been on a carnivore diet for 10 years now. I do the ketogenic before, but now just strictly carnivore. But I still drink my coffee because I like it. I don't think I'll ever stop coffee. And I like to test a lot of different supplementation because I get a lot of people, they send me different supplementation and stuff. And I always give like a full feedback because I do a lot of blood testing behind it to make sure it's working correctly, not working. Are we getting the proper mineralization, the polyphenols? I'm very huge person on polyphenols, Debbie, just because I was able to figure out a way to actually reduce soft plaque, because my specialty has always been into heart disease, and polyphenols are the number one to actually reduce soft plaque buildup. And that's why I'm huge on that, a huge fan. So that's why, some people say, you shouldn't be eating greens, or they have oxalates and other things. They do, but what happened is, you have to use them as medicine. I was vegan 11 years. The second week ago, suddenly thought I'd be healthier and clean meat and eggs. Debbie, I was vegan for 9 years, and I had a heart attack from being vegan. So you gotta be careful from being malnutritioned. What's the best electrolytes? So think of electrolyte as what is the best product out there that is not man-made. So the one I take, it's natural electrolytes from Australia. So check out the link on my profile bio. It does come with the magnesium and all the trace minerals your body requires. Do you use the cacao in your coffee? I do. Sometimes I use cacao for flavor, or sometimes I use cocoa butter. So I have the cacao butter. I melt them, and I actually put it in instead of the MCT once in a while. So I have high cholesterol but very low triglyceride. I have a scan every year which shows 0. Okay, so what you worried about, Scott? High cholesterol means nothing. It has nothing to do with your, with let's say, heart attacks, calcifications, so many other things. Where in BC are you? I am up in Summit Lake area. You don't need to take stat. Why should you freaking take statin, Scott? Screw the doctor, to be honest with you. If your CT calcium score is 0, so why the hell should you be taking statins? Do you have O blood type? O blood type requires lots of protein. I have a blood type A, and I don't like the idea to eat right for your blood type. I think it's bullshit. Have you ever looked into myoscience electrolyte with creatine? I haven't looked into that. Did you send me a link for it, Robert? I can't remember now. Myoscience. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna look into it. Next time you come up, I'm gonna tell you about it. What else could solve topics if electrolytes are fine? You have magnesium, you have potassium, you have your sodium. Then you have your vitamin B1 and you have your vitamin D. I'm gonna look into it, Robert. I'm gonna tell you about it. Andrea, cheers to the donut. Yeah, Duke is relaxing. Hey, Duke. Let me know when you're hungry, bud. I'll make you some food, then I can work out. We'll chat for another 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes and we can eat. Is that fair? Okay. Best way to get vitamin B1, liver. Eat liver. If you can't get liver, then supplement your vitamin B. Your liver would have the highest levels. What levels are your vitamin D levels at? Up in the upper 87. Make sure it has to be above 80. But keep in mind, your magnesium is very crucial. If your magnesium is below 6 milligrams per deciliter, you're never going to fix your ectopic heartbeat issue. It's always going to be there and actually saturate correctly with magnesium. Hi, Maurice and Duke. Hey, D, how are you? Where you been? I haven't seen you for a while. My vitamin D levels at 110. Is that too high? I have to see what's the max. What was the max? I think 120. Why do I feel tired and dizzy when eating chicken and eggs, but beef and pork are fine? Chicken, if they're not pasture raised, don't touch them because they're very high pro-inflammatory. How to test magnesium levels? Check for RBC serum, RBC magnesium. Enjoy your day, Duke. Enjoy your meal, buddy. Sachet Taylor. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I apologize. Thanks so much for that. Cheers. I'm good, thanks. And I've had a friend stay in, so haven't been online much. Sounds good. I hope you had a good time with a friend. Send DM. Awesome, Robert. Thank you. I really appreciate that. There you go. He feels there's something, he has to go after it. Never sits still. I left him outside last night till about 11 o'clock. I said, that's it. That's it. We were supposed to be sleeping by 9 o'clock. He kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, barking. I said, that's it. Let's go inside. Now he's barking at somebody. Where is he? It's probably on the other side. My vitamin D level was 110. Doctor told me to stop supplementing down to D. Down. Level is 61. Doc says good. No, that's not good. It has to be in the upper 80s. Just make sure you're taking about 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. Thoughts on continuous glucose monitor to track on food and its effect on the blood? Yeah, it's not bad. If you can afford it, it's not bad to actually have, just to kind of see what food group will actually cause a different spike or not. Doctor thinks that caused my high calcium level. It does cause high calcium. That's why we can always to take your magnesium and vitamin K2 so you can regulate your calcium levels, right? He's the best guard dude. He is. He's actually he's been hunting lots lately. Today he actually went after a small bird and jumped in the water when he saw a fish. He loves hunting. I'm trying to expand the so we were trying to kind of clean up that section there. I cleaned half of it from all the logs and everything. I'm gonna cut a couple trees and actually extend the fence all the way there, because it stays nice and cool in that section. So it'll be much nicer for him when it's too hot. Yeah, whenever you take your vitamin D, make sure you're always taking your K2 and taking your magnesium. Sorry, did you say 200 milligrams, 200 micrograms of vitamin K7, vitamin K2 MK7 per 10,000 IU of vitamin D3. That's like your bare minimum. But keep in mind, if you eat a lot of hard cheeses, imported cheeses, soft cheeses, anything aged as well, it does contain a lot of vitamin K2. Egg yolks, all that stuff contains vitamin K2 as well. I take higher levels, but that's an ideal level. I was taking vitamin D with K2 at 20,000 IU a day, but was not taking magnesium. Yeah, 20,000 IU is a bit high. Technically, once you hit your level, your tolerance level that you're happy with, for maintenance butterfly, you're supposed to take 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. Okay, and that's for maintenance level of vitamin D. I was eating all that and always outside. So you're taking a little bit more vitamin D3 than your body requires. Sometimes you don't want to take too much because it can cause a little bit more calcification, especially if you're not taking any magnesium to actually regulate your calcium a bit. Yeah, you're taking a bit too much. Like I was saying, you can take a little bit. I take sometimes 50,000, sometimes I take 80,000 a day, sometimes I take 200,000 a day for immunity purposes. But I have always taken high magnesium levels so you can actually always regulate your calcium. You don't want to have too much calcium because you'll end up moving slowly. And what I mean by that is your joints will start to become a little bit stiff. So it's very, very important to actually understand what your body requires and how much you need to take. Okay, guys, I'm going to stay 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and ask me. If not, please don't forget to download my new ebook. It's a sneak peek in regards to my heart disease ebook that I'm actually launching, but it kind of gives you an idea what I'll be discussing in there, because I'm going into very, very high detail about blood work and what to check for and everything. Definitely check it out if you guys don't mind. Would be great. And if you guys have any further questions, something more in specific, please book a time with me. More than happy to actually assist you and kind of give you a proper protocol so we can actually get you all healed up and fixed. I'm gonna sign off right now because I'm gonna go feed Duke. because he's been waiting. He wants to eat. Even thought he had a big meal this morning. You had a big meal this morning, Duke. Okay. You're full of mud. You're full of mud. You're wiping on me, aren't you? You hungry? I only have one turkey neck left. We're still waiting for the order to come in. I'll check it out. Thanks, Maurice and beautiful Duke. Beautiful Duke. Your meeting on Teams about blood pressure was great. Can you do one on healthy aging? Yeah, I can do one on healthy aging. Probably not this Friday, the Friday after. I'll do one on healthy aging. Send me a message, Miss Cosmo, if you don't mind. Just give me like a small reminder, and I'll go ahead and send it out. And we can kind of talk about how to utilize magnesium, resveratrol, all that stuff. I'll go a little bit more in supplementation specific and how to utilize and what I've been using as well too. Duke. Sounds good. Duke, you want to go eat? Yes, he's hungry. He's hungry. Yes. You want to eat now or you want to wait till I'm done? He wants to eat right now. Have a blessed day. Thank you guys. Cheers. D, have a nice evening. Miss Cosmo, you guys all take care of yourself. And I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow. And I think starting maybe in the month of August, once I find out my schedule, I'm going to actually have like a very scheduled time. So you guys know exactly what time I can come in every single day. In the meantime, you guys enjoy your evening and we'll touch base. Cheers.